You're watching East Midlands today here on the BBC. And next tonight, Ukrainian families are gathering in two of our city centres to mark 4 years since the full-scale Russian invasion turned their lives upside down. You might just remember actually how thousands of women and children were actually invited to stay with sponsors here in the East Midlands who offered them spare rooms. Well, prayers for peace, I can tell you, that's just begun at Leicester Cathedral, and a candlelit vigil is underway at Speaker's Corner in Nottingham. And our social affairs correspondent Jeremy Ball is there for us this evening. Good evening to you, Jeremy.
Yes, good evening, Anne. A huge turnout here tonight. As you can see, probably 200 or 300 people here holding lighted candles. They held a minute's silence. They're now hearing speeches, and we will speak to a couple of people here in just a moment. But first of all, how the last 4 years have changed so many lives. Strangers who became like families. Ola and her daughters were among the first Ukrainians to move in with hosts like Leah. A year later, this emotional reunion as Ola's husband, Slavik, joined them in Nottingham, but he struggled to get a decent job, so now they've gone back to Ukraine. When Lena arrived at the start of the war, she showed me how her own home had been destroyed by relentless bombardment. Ukrainian community centres like the one in Derby became a lifeline. Almost 10,000 Ukrainian refugees have now come to the East Midlands.
I've just left the British Embassy.
Liz Grattan flew to Prague to collect the family she hosted. They stayed at her house near Ashbourne. Now she's agreed to sponsor Svetlana's elderly mum. They always mark the anniversary of the invasion that changed their lives. This was Derby 2 years ago. And this was Leicester last year, outside the cathedral, where they're gathering again tonight, gathering to pray for peace. Well, back here in Nottingham, I've been joined by Daria and Deanna. Thanks for speaking to us. 4 long years. Did you ever imagine you'd still be here?
Not at all. No one probably could imagine that this war, this genocide will continue for that long.
You've got these candles, you're here for the vigil. It has been emotional, hasn't it? What does it mean to you, Daria?
You feel really hopeless and you just don't understand why we still have it, because Ukrainian people I think prove already that we deserve justice, we deserve to live on our own land and speak our language, so you just feel hopeless.
Now you came here temporarily, didn't you? But you both made new lives here, haven't you?
Yeah, we both met British boyfriends, and it's become really complicated, questions where we should live, and also we have a temporary visa, so we're not quite sure what is our future holds.
Do you think you will go back?
It's a very frustrating and difficult question. I feel very settled in the UK, but at the same time, because it's just unknown, the future is unknown, and basically just really difficult.
Now, you're both from Kherson, which is on the front line, and I know you were saying that your family are in the occupied part of it.
Yeah,
that must be very hard.
It is hard without knowing when you're going to see them next time, and constant worry about their lives and safety. It's just extremely difficult.
How hopeful are you that the war's going to end soon, Daria?
We really hope this will end, and it will be end, in good terms for Ukrainians, obviously, because I think we prove that we deserve to, to have a justice, and we deserve to live peacefully and on our own lands and speak our own language. And
an emotional night.
Yeah, hope is always in our hearts, and praying, helping, just that's all we can do. Right.
Daria, and Deanna, thank you so much for joining us this evening. I hope everything works out for you. There will be another event in Nottingham on Saturday, and also on Saturday a vigil for Ukraine in Derby as well.